Hey guys, I want to just explain RNG in Tetris 99. So some of you guys may be wondering, like, how does the piece distribution work in this game? So just as a quick kind of presentation, we're gonna just go ahead and show you guys how the RNG system works for Tetris 99 and how the pieces are distributed. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. When you guys start a match, you probably are wondering, like, what pieces do I get, or like, why don't I get that line piece? Why am I getting a bunch of squares in a row? So in Tetris 99, like, the good part about the game is that it's not pure 100% random. With classic Tetris, it's a 1 out of 7 distribution, give or take. And sometimes what that means is that within like a span of 30 pieces, you may never get a line piece. So when you see classic Tetris and you watch that, you may see like something called a drought, where the player just never gets a line and they just get screwed over because they're not getting the pieces they want. But Tetris 99 and modern Tetris are very different, so I just want to explain how this works. So you have 7 pieces, and the RNG, or the random, by RNG I mean like the random number generator system of Tetris, is that imagine you had a bag of all 7 pieces, and every time you wanted to grab a piece or have the piece come on your board, you take that piece out of the bag. So you see you have all 7 pieces that you start off with, and I'm going to lower my head. Then let's say you take a piece, and that permanently disappears from the bag. And so we take the blue piece out, and then next from here we take another piece out, then we take another piece out, and then we take another piece out, another piece out, another piece, and then finally the last piece. And then once all the pieces disappear, then you get a new bag of 7 pieces. And that's how the random piece generator works for Tetris 99. So what that means is that out of every 7 pieces, like, you're guaranteed at least one of each. Now, what that doesn't mean, though, is that it doesn't mean that, like, in every interval, like, it's going to be that you get the line piece perfectly on the first piece, then the 8th piece, and then the 15th piece. So there are some distributions that can still happen. So like, you can get a piece twice in a row. So in this scenario, if you wanted that line piece in the first bag, you can go through the pieces, and the last piece in that first bag is the line piece number 7. And in the bag 2, you get a new bag, and that could be the first piece you draw. So the 7th and 8th piece of the game could both be line pieces, and that's like a scenario where you can get like 2 Tetrises in a row without relying on holding a line piece. And in a really unlucky scenario, let's say you need that line piece, then you can have a situation where it takes you 13 drops to get your next line piece from the first one. And that happens when like the first bag has the line piece that you grab being the first one, and then you go through the rest of the pieces 2 through 7, and then you don't have the line piece, obviously. And then you get a new bag of pieces, and the first 6 are not that line piece you need, and it's the last one. So you can see that there are 12 blocks in between the first and last, and it takes 13 blocks to get from the first line piece to the last one. So this is like the worst case outcome if you're really cycling through your pieces to see if you can get that line piece, or maybe a T piece that you desperately need to get what you need. So that's how the piece distribution works for Tetris 99, and pretty much any modern Tetris game. They really did this so that you don't really get terribly screwed by a pure random piece generator where you can never get a line in like 30 or 50 blocks. Like, it's gambler's fallacy to say, like, I haven't gotten a line piece in a while, so the next piece must be a line piece. In this game, that might be true, but in older Tetris games, you have no guarantee at any given point to get the piece you want. So hopefully that's a pretty good explanation for you guys, and hopefully, you know, if you want to see more cool content or tutorials or some questions about the mechanics of the game, just let me know in the comments on what you guys want to see explained for this cool, awesome new game.